are cotton pickers. They're also a bunch of bad apples. Yeah. These cops, when they pull out that tape just because they want to push you 10 blocks that way, because they don't want you this close recording, they don't want you seeing what they're doing. They may be slipping drugs, doing all kinds of stuff. I'm sorry if you're a sergeant, lieutenant, commander, chief, whatever you want to call it in the police, that's above people that were doing this. You better be stepping into your cotton pickers and telling them, hey, you can't do that. That's a violation of the First Amendment. You don't want to violate their rights. And then if you threaten to arrest me, I'm going to tell you, cotton picker, do it. Go ahead, cotton picker. Get out there and pick that cotton. That's all you're doing it anyways, is collecting revenue. Yeah, you're out handing out tickets, fines, and all this other stuff. Enforcing corporation rules. Violating people's rights and freedom. We start to record and you start getting nervous. Oh my God. They might hear me slip up somewhere. Well, if you was a smart cop, a good cop, you wouldn't slip up, would you? You'd be like, okay, record all you want. I don't care. Because you would know your stuff. But if you're a bad cop, or a bad apple, man, I think, you need to go back to training, de-escalation training and all the training, constitutional rights and freedom training, everything. I think if you're a lieutenant, chief, police chief, sheriff, whatever, you need to put your guys through this training and understand, even in the prison guards, understand the training of what's actually legal and not legal. Don't make up laws that don't exist. See, that's what a lot of people are getting mad at. Police will come up and they'll start making up laws. It's like code enforcement. They'll make up codes that don't exist. They'll write you a ticket, and waste your time, waste the court's time, waste the court's money. That's taxpayers' money that they're wasting. That's a cotton picker. But anyways, these cops, they'll pull out that tape, they'll waste the taxpayers' money with that tape, and they'll run that tape. They'll waste 10,000 rolls of that tape for nothing. I'm telling you, these cops will do whatever it is to cover up their own personal failures or their own personal little small man mentality. These women sometimes are the worst, the police women. We're going to arrest you if you don't stop recording. Well, please do. And be a cotton picker when I'm done. Because that's the only job you're going to get when I'm done with you. You're going to be picking cotton in the field. Even though they do it with machines, you're going to be begging to pick cotton when I'm done with you. Because I'm going to expose you for exactly what you are. I'm going to expose your records, your reports, your dash cameras, your body cameras. I'm going to expose your whole history of ever being a police. Clear back to high school if I have to. We'll see where you began. We'll see what training you've had. See, a lot of these cops, they're DEI hires, man. You actually look at them. It's DEI hire, man. Big time. How can you say that they passed the physical or passed the psychological with that bully mentality? How did they pass it? You watch them being interviewed during court and all that. You watch all that. And you watch them being asked questions. They don't know. They don't know what they were doing. I don't know. I didn't. When he had a gun in his hand, the constitutional rights went out the window. Did he point it at you? No. Was he carried it? Yes. Then why did you shoot, him? Well, because he had a gun. So you were scared of somebody else having a gun. That is his rights and his freedom. If you're that scared, don't be a police officer. Don't be whatever. I'm sorry. And I'm going to make this statement about that girl that tried to run over the ICE agent. Kudos to the ICE agents. She was not a very good apple. She was a bad apple. Sorry, her wife even said it was her fault. And as for these cops trying to push this guy down the block, about 10 blocks, the media area is down there, okay, because we deemed and we set it up, and we going to tell you where you can exercise your rights and your freedom. You can't do it here right now. No, you got to do it 10 miles that way. So your little cell phones and everything can't record. They know how far these cell phones and these little cameras can reach. They want you to have cameras that they use for Area 51. These big old magnifying glass cameras. These lenses that are 10 miles big. And then they want you to have these big old they want you to have all this equipment so that you can actually hear what they're saying. They don't want you to hear or see anything that they're doing. But they fail to remember that their body cameras, I can get that. Freedom of Information Act, you can go get that body camera. And you can hear everything they're saying. They go in, they say, well, let's go into this other room so he can't record. And they start talking. You're still being recorded. If they shut that off, in some states, that's illegal. That's a violation of their policy. And you can actually file a complaint for that. A lawsuit. That's tampering with evidence. If we tamper with evidence, they're going to arrest us. But yet, if they tamper, or they speed, or they do all this reckless stuff, they escalate the situation. Oh, you get told that, no. You get 100 million people trying to defend them when they're escalating the situation. When they could actually do one thing and allow somebody to finish what they're doing, or they could actually step off the property because they're not welcome in the property without a warrant, or that they could de-escalate some way or somehow. But no, they got to be bullies. They got to tell you exactly how to do your job, or they got to tell you that you can exercise your rights and your freedom 10 blocks that way. And try to tell you they're doing an investigation. So now the media area is that way. Yeah. We see it so many times. It's like so many of these videos on social media. We see certain groups that are shown to be, well, they're shown to be bad apples. And then we see law enforcement that have bad apples. You need to go watch the Bad Apple Report on YouTube. He's a good guy, by the way. Go watch him. Anyways, y'all have a good day. God bless. Don't let them do this. Stand your ground. Hold them accountable. We need police accountability. We need law enforcement accountability clear from the top to the bottom. We need politician accountability. Yeah. Y'all have a good day.